consider the following about Bhakti saints. Dadu Dayal, then Guru Nanak, again Tyagaraja. Again Tyagaraja, we already discussed about that one, right? Tyagaraja. So this question was slightly chronological. So when Lodi dynasty fell, when Babur took over, which Bhakti saint was there? So you just have to know about the time period. You just have to know about their time period. Particularly, there is only two. Guru Nanak was there, because Guru Nanak was the storekeeper of one of the Daulat Khan Lodi court. Okay, was the storekeeper in Daulat Khan Lodi. Okay, one of the governors in Lahore region, Daulat Khan Lodi. So he was there during that part of time. Okay, so you were given the time over here. Guru Nanak 1469 and 1539. Babur took over 1526. Now Dadu Dayal is quite late, 1544. And Tyaga Brahman, we discussed about. Look at that, two questions were asked about this Tyagaraja itself only. Probably we could have put this question there also. See, it is your discretion. You people can put these questions there itself only. Okay, so while I was analyzing, I felt it is quite good to involve with Bhakti and Sufism together. Kakarla Brahma 76 of 1847. Then Dadu Dayal, quite late, but Guru Nanak was the answer. Guru Nanak was the answer. Okay, and then consider the following statement. 2014. Bijak is a composition of the teachings of Sant Dadu Dayal. Look at this question. 2013, Dadu Dayal. And again 2014. Bijak is a composition of Sant Dadu. No, it is wrong. We know that is the Kabir. Then Pushti Marg philosophy. It is upon Madhvacharya. No, Madhvacharya is Dvaita philosophy. Madhvacharya is Dvaita philosophy. We'll come to Pushti Marg. So answer is neither one nor two. Neither one nor two. Bijaks are the composition of Kabir. Okay. And Vallabhacharya. So it is a 16th century. Why Vallabhacharya? That Pushti Marg is brought by Vallabhacharya. Pushti Marg was brought by Vallabhacharya in 16th century because it is a path of nourishing or flourishing. It's also a Bhakti tradition with respect to Lord Krishna. And again, Pushti means healthy eating of good food. Then Pushti also means grace of the God. In two contexts it is used. That is grace of God, and particularly it rejects asceticism, because asceticism do not believe in having normal life, eating good, and send a bhakti towards that is Krishna. I can talk about. Okay, so bhakti of devotional school of Krishna and accepts householder's life, like normal life. So are this normal life. That is that we can say interrelation between that. So Vallabhacharya brought Pushti Marga. Madhvacharya was Dvaita philosophy. So look at that one. The theme was there. Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya. That is Ramanuja question was asked, and a Madhvacharya it was there in the answer options. So we can expect a question. Then look at this question. Consider the following statement. Sant Nimbarka was a contemporary of Akbar. Okay. Sant Kabir was greatly influenced by Sheikh Ahmad Sirindi. That we discussed about that one. Okay. Sheikh Ahmad Sirindi. Okay. Kabir, Sheikh Arbash Sirhindi. Different time periods. So what should be the answer? Answer is neither one nor two. Okay. Sant Nimbarka is not the time period. It's different time period. So Akbar time period is around 16th century. 1555 to 16th century. Now look at this one. Nimbarka is around 7th century AD, quite late. The worship of the divine couple Radha and Krishna. That's what they believed in. Again, Dvaita Advaita is philosophy. Again, Dvaita Advaita. So that is combination of both Shankaracharya and Madhvacharya. He says that one, that is Ishvara is independent. Instead of Brahma, he takes the name of Ishvara and exists by himself. And while Chit and Achit exists, dependence upon him. The Chit and Achit, we discussed this concept in art and culture classes. That is matter, that is living beings and non-living beings. So God is independent, but other things are dependent upon him. So that is what Dvaita Advaita by Nimbarka. This question was asked. Okay, now we are coming into Bhakti movement, because why Bhakti movement? In Bhakti movement we will see about Kabir. Okay, and recent here also there was one question. In this, which one was there? That we'll talk about Bijak, and again Dadu Dayal, Kabir, everything we are going to talk about in Bhakti movement. So that is again in entirety all the questions will get completed. Now almost Bhakti movement is similar to Sufi movement, the passionate love towards God, the deep devotion towards the God. That is the basic meaning of Bhakti movement, same as almost Sufi. And mystic relations with God within oneself, because you don't require any kind of middleman to reach the God. You don't need to do any kind of sacrifices to reach the God. You just have to, you can realize the God within oneself through bhajans, through kirtans. you can achieve nearness to God. You can ultimately be in union with the God. You can mold your relationship with the God. There is no necessity of any kind of middleman. Okay, that means they were against little bit priestly domination. And again, of course, Bhakti traces, it goes back to Upanishads. Bhakti trace goes back to Upanishads. At the same time, the Bhakti or the personal devotion towards the Trinity of gods, the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, that led to a growth of Bhakti movement, and that same personal devotion to Trinity of gods also led to growth of temple construction also. But that doesn't mean Bhakti movement supports the temple construction, because again, two types of Bhakti movement are Saguna and Nirguna. So one of them opposes idol worship, one of them supports idol worship. That is it. So as the Trinity of gods were increasing, the concept of personal devotion to them was also increasing. And particularly Bhagavad Gita, it also advocated one concept, that means Prapatti. What is Prapatti in Bhagavad Gita is that one? Simply we can call it as Gita. That is complete surrender to God. So one person should be, who was in devotee of God, should be completely surrendered to God too. And this kind of concepts is started to emerge. Now scriptures evidence is also there in Upanishads, in Gita. And of course the saints also contributed, by wandering saints, by taking the message of Bhakti from one place to another places too. And that is how genesis of this Bhakti movement, that goes back to South India, particularly in the writings of two saints, particularly Nayanars as well as Alvars. Nayanars are Shaiva saints, like we talked about in Jyotirlingas. Jyotirlingas, that Tevaram texts. In those Tevaram texts, they mention about certain Jyotirlingas places. Kedarnath, Kasi Vishwanath. That is Vaipusthalam, they are called it as. Okay. Then again, Alvars, these are Vishnu saints, Alvars and Shaiva Nayanars. And particularly these saints, okay, from the time of Pallavas and Pandyas and Cholas around 5th century onwards, they expanded the ideals of Bhakti. The Bhakti towards Shiva, Bhakti towards Vishnu, from these saints, they started increasing. And it became a popular movement because they use vernacular languages. That is the popular languages. And in this case, we can talk about Tamil. Okay, Tamil language is used, and they started connecting with the people. That led to growth of becoming a very, very popular movement. And later it spread to where? It spread to northern India by the time of the 12th century. So genesis was there during South India on 5th, 6th centuries onwards. And Bhakti principles almost similar to, we can look at the some similarities between Bhakti and Sufi. Love towards God, and you can express that love through songs, bhajans, kirtans. Egalitarianism, social equality, that is also there in Sufi movement also. Okay, anyone can achieve nearness to God without any discrimination, without any caste discrimination. In spite of caste discrimination, you can achieve nearness to God also. Okay, the grace of God is quite important. You can take the grace of the God. And what it opposed caste system, it opposed untouchability, it opposed the rituals. Again, certain schools, we can talk about, that is, they believed in the Vedas, they believed in the little bit supremacy of Brahmanism also. Okay, so they oppose the magical tendencies in Buddhism and Jainism, criticize them, and the magics in Hinduism also. And they were against the discrimination of women. They were against child marriages. Okay, they were against ban on widow remarriage. Okay, so that is trying to bring tolerance aspect in the society, between religion also and between different hierarchical nature of the society also. Almost similar to Sufi. Now again, North India Bhakti movement we can talk about, is spread from south. Like I already told you, 5th and 6th centuries it is genesis in south. By the time of 10th, 11th, 12th centuries, it started to spread to northern India. At the same time, Islam influences could be seen in northern Indian Bhakti movement, and particularly the characteristics of Islam, particularly the monotheism concept. Okay, at the same equality and brotherhood concept of Islam, like a rejection of rituals and class division. These are certainly influenced the Bhakti movement of the northern India. Okay, so tolerance aspect, that is what the Bhakti saints as well as Sufi saints, they engaged in mutual discussions. The exchange of the ideas happened between these two saints, we can say. Okay, so and these kind of influence of Islam could be seen in the teachings of Dadu Dayal, Kabir, Nanak, and Ramananda. So they all talked about the universal religion, all religions are same. This is what North Indian Bhakti movement is all about. Now, schools of Bhakti, like how the schools of Sufi movement we have seen, that is Chishti, Suvarvadi, Naqshbandi, then again Qadri, all of them can be categorized on the basis of the belief system in Sharia, Bashara and Beshara. And even in Bhakti movement also, two kind of school system are there. One is Saguna, other one is Nirguna. And what is Saguna believes in? Saguna believes in God with attributes. It means you can give a shape to God. You can worship God in a human form also. Okay, and that is, you can worship the idols of gods also. and they believed in Varnashrama Dharma. Okay, and they also believed in authority of the Vedas and Brahmins. Example, Tulsidas, Mirabai, Surdas, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, and again, Nirguna, little bit opposite of that one. That is, God have no attributes. You can see God everywhere. Okay, you can realize God in either Rama, Vishnu, Krishna. Okay, but you cannot give him any kind of particular form also. There is omniscience. He is everywhere. Okay, omnipresent. That is, Kabir, Nanak, Raidas are important. And no idol worship, but they believed in idol worship. Rejected Varnashrama Dharma, but they accepted Varnashrama Dharma. They rejected Varnashrama Dharma. They were against rituals. Okay, they were also against rituals actually. Okay, so Saguna also against some superstitious rituals too. But they went against superstitious rituals. And what are the similarities of Saguna and Nirguna is that one? Vernacular languages, that is a similarity. Personal relation with God, that is a similarity. And they were against superstitious rituals. Like I already mentioned, they were against superstitious rituals. So vernacular languages, that is a similarity because they use Hindi as a medium in northern India. In eastern India, Bengali as the medium. Okay, in South India, it's Kannada, Telugu and Tamil. They as the medium. And they were against superstitious. There is similarities. And the differences we have seen in terms of the conception of the God. That Saguna believes in idol worship and Nirguna do not believe in idol worship. Okay, and some Bhakti saints teachings we can see. So many Bhakti saints' names have been scattered across different PYQs. Now we will take one by one. First we will take Ramananda. These are completely factuals. Okay, nothing to understand. We've already understood what Ramananda, Kabir and Nanak is. They are Nirguna saints. So their teachings almost will be similar. Only time period will change. Their place will change. And their worship will be changed. Okay. Then again Nirguna saint. So thought out Agra and Banaras. They can worship Lord Rama. Then against caste system. Nirguna saints. Okay, that is Bhakti movement. They can admitted disciples from lower caste also. If they are against caste system, they will accept disciples from lower caste also. Okay, and his follower was Kabir. Ramananda's follower was actually Ramananda. He is the follower of Ramanuja. Then Ramananda, and then again Kabir. And Kabir. Okay, so now come to Kabir. Kabir question was asked 1398 to 1518. Then again, born to Brahmin family in Banaras, grew up under Muslim weaver. Let us say, led a married and householder life and believed in pantheism. The pantheism means that one. It means God is everywhere. God is everywhere. And then again, composed Bijak, that is Doha. The two lines we can talk about. That is a certain way of a style of composition of poems. And he believed in Nirguna, that is formless God. God cannot be given any kind of forms. And denounce rituals in Hinduism and Islam. Denounce rituals. And again, he said that when book knowledge is not necessary, asceticism is not necessary to achieve salvation. And to achieve true knowledge also, you don't require to read any kind of scriptures. Okay, don't require any kind of scriptures too. And we already seen in Adi Granth, in Guru Granth Sahib, the verses of Fariduddin Ganji Shakar is also there, one of the Sufi saint. Then Kabir verses can also be seen in Adi Granth. Okay, that is holy book of Sikh religion. Then again, he also believed in oneness of all religion. That is Rama, Allah, everyone is same. Mosques and temples are all same. That is the concept of Kabir. Okay, and followers are Nanak and Raidas. Okay. Two things, that is followers, Raidas and Nanak. They are the followers of Kabir. Okay.